Hello, folks. This is Michael Whitehurst and Ryan Rahman reporting now on Channel 1 News. Alright, so I'm here with Joseph Pulitzer. We're going to do a quick interview and ask you a couple questions. Why would you ever promote false information to the people?
Well, because it was the only way to get the people's attention.
Alright, next question. So how should the people trust your writings?
Well, I was only lying to keep the country safe, and I didn't want the truth to come out, and I was the only source of news.
So, final question. Do you feel that you succeeded at your job?
Yes, I do, because it was my job to report believable information to the people.
I hope you enjoyed your interview with Joseph Pulitzer about yellow journalism. Today we're reporting about the U.S. battleship USS Maine that mysteriously exploded in Havana Harbor, killing 260 officers and men. Spain received the blame. It was an accidental explosion, said Spain, but America ignored them. Hello folks, back here with some more news. We're going to be talking about yellow fever today in the Spanish-American War. Yellow fever was a big problem. It plagued many of the troops, even causing Theodore Roosevelt to demand troops out of the area. He didn't want any more troops being harmed by yellow fever. Alright folks, today we have another headline on the Spanish-American War. The Spanish sent warships to Cuba, panicking many Americans. The Americans sent ground troops to the area, and they were very, very unprepared for the tropical environment that they're in. Another important headline in today's show is the Platt Amendment. 1, the U.S. could intervene and restore order in case of anarchy. 2, the U.S. could freely trade with Cuba. And finally, 3, the U.S. could only have 2 bays for bases. So Guantanamo Bay was a very important bay in this situation. This final headline is going to be about spheres of influence and the open door policy. So starting off first would be spheres of influence, which is the European nations were taking over Asia for trading opportunities that were unfair and could disrupt trade for other nations. Many businesses feared they wouldn't be able to export their products due to spheres of influence. The next story we have is open door policy, which urged European nations to keep competition open to all nations willing and wanting to participate.
Alrighty, so I'm here with Teddy Roosevelt, and I'm going to ask him a few questions. Our first question is, why did you think that persuading Colombia would lead to success?
I wanted access to the area to start the construction on the Panama Canal, which was needed greatly for imports and exports. Plus, the addition of land is always a successful deal. A prime example is Manifest Destiny.
Alright, our next question is, why did you use cowboy diplomacy?
Intimidation is a big factor when applying force. You have to go into things with the confidence and integrity that we can get things done, and taking over the Panama Canal was a prime example of that.
Why did you help relieve tensions between Russia and Japan?
Well, Japan approached me about the situation, and I felt like it was the right thing to do since Japan was lacking help. The help I gave by establishing a peace treaty landed me the Nobel Peace Prize, which I am honored to have.